Hello universe, I hope you all are doing well. In this video, let us learn some interesting techniques on how to be smart in the organization. There are some employees who work efficiently but still it goes unrecognized. How to tackle this situation? How to make your performance visible in front of the organization? We have come up with 5 square techniques. By implementing this, definitely you can find much more results. We are in February, so you can experiment it for February, March and April. Certainly, you may see results in the month of May or June. The results can be found by you and as well your management. So let us go for it into the 5 square model, and definitely you will be much more interested about it. Number 1, be a silent influencer. In the silent influencer, we have 5 points. Automate visibility. Like whenever you do some activity, ensure that you create a presentation and make it more attractive by having numbers. Like for example, in this scenario, we can take sales profile as an example for this complete video. So if you're in a sales profile, try to show the numbers, whatever you achieved so far, so much of leads you have, and what is the outcome and what is the prediction you're going to do for upcoming months. Always show in a presentation. If it is in numbers, percentage, calculation, that will be wonderful and it will be impressive. So whenever you communicate to your boss or your management, ensure that you document that. So whenever you document that, in case if they ask what is the performance done by you always have an evidence. Humans may lie, but machines will never lie. So whenever you send an email to them, that you can already prove this performance to them. So when you have evidence, there is nothing to hide. You can showcase to them. Create a wow moment. When you feel there will be a trouble arise in this scenario, ensure that you be smart and try to tackle the situation before it arises. So when there is a trouble, try to forefront it and ensure that you resolve the problem before it becomes an escalation. By showing this performance, your boss will be really impressive. Next, turn feedback into a success case. Whenever you get criticism, try to accept it. It's very normal that being a human, we don't like to get criticized, but always encourage criticism. If you're being criticized, that means you're growing. So when you get criticism, try to document it. Alright? So you can make it in 3 shades. First, document whatever the criticism you get. Show the progress. From this criticism, what is the progress you're doing? And then the results. Alright, so when you showcase to the management, you can show into the 3 shades. If you just say that I'm getting criticism, I'm getting problem, they will not understand. You have to showcase your performance. By this way, it will create a mass visibility to them. Master the reverse credit game. Like when there is a success, ensure that you give the credit to the team, and your boss should know this, and they should know your humbleness. Like when you feel that you should be credited, but still you credit the team. So boss should realize that. Okay, you should do this smartly so that this will create a mastering the reverse game. So by doing this, your boss will silently accept your contribution that you have done for the team, and you're being humble that you're sharing the credit to your team. More importantly, when your boss says something, just try to accept that. There can be some scenarios where it is illogic, but try to get the information and try to fine tune it. When they say something, don't try to argue or communicate on that, because that will create a miscommunication. Rather, just take the information and whatever the illogic information in that, try to repair that, try to find it, and go to your boss only with the completed solutions. If you go in the halfway, then they will feel that you're not capable of doing things, even if the things are illogic. So you need to go out with this solution. So once you complete this, just show their progress, like you have given this, made these changes, and then proposed with a solution. Then they will feel that okay, you know something to do. Otherwise, they will think that you are being incompetent. So be smart in that on how you're going to deliver what your boss wants from you. Number 2 square, turn appreciation into a chain reaction. When someone recognizes you or appreciates you, tell them, hey buddy, can you just send a mail to me? And please don't forget to keep my boss in the copy. Alright, because whatever the performance you do, that has been recognized by that people, and they have to send an email. So if they send an email, your boss also will be kept in copy, and they will feel that okay, there is some productivity and you are being competent enough for certain activities. Always ensure that if someone appreciates you, just tell them that buddy, please send a mail to me and keep my boss in the copy, and that will be really appreciated. Just say in a polite way, definitely they will listen. Build invisible credibility. Like in the meetings, just try to showcase your credibility, like whatever you have done is a performance. It should not be like self-promotion, but still you need to make them visible. You need to show off what you're doing. Certain times we have to show off, because if we be quiet in spite of doing activities, we will go unrecognized. So if you're doing something, just do it silently, but it's not like a self promotion. It should be like indirect self promotion. Use strategic volunteering. When you feel that there are some activity or some projects coming up, be in front, be proactive, and show your interest to them. The management should feel that okay, you are proactively coming up and entering into the project or some activities voluntarily without anybody forcing you. So be on a front end. This will create a visibility towards the management. Create a knowledge legacy. For instance, for an activity, if it takes the approval of $50, same activity $50 every month we need to do. So we don't need to take every month for an approval. Make it one time approval. So if you do this, it will save a lot of time for you and for your boss as well, and it can be more efficient than frequent approvals. So for same thing, make it one time approval. And also create a template. Like for example, if in sales profile going to meet a customer, what are the major points I need to ask to the customer? If you have the template ready, that will save a lot of time here. So also create a process improvements and guides for particular activity. For in this case, for sales, ensure that you have a proper guide and templates in terms of handling customers. This will save massive time for you. Number 3, become the boss secret weapon. Whenever you get some task, analyze like why this is required, how can we do that. Whenever they say them, just don't accept, but try to smartly ask what is the productivity and how can efficiently we do this. Just try to cross question them in a diplomatic way and smarter way. They should not feel that you're arguing with them, but rather they should feel that okay, you're taking some interest to know the objective to the project. So the communication should be in a softer and a polite tone. If you do this, your boss will be impressed with that. So whenever you get some activity, just ensure that you understand why you're doing this and how you're going to do that. Redesign process. Like for example, if there is some process and it can be done in a smarter way, try to redesign it. Like just imagine in 60s or 70s, they might have used calculator for calculation, and then we updated to Excel and then advanced Excel. So whatever the technology, whatever the AI we have, try to upgrade with that. I recommend people to use AI as your left hand, which will save at least 20% of your time. For simple things like drafting emails or drafting process, you can make use of AI. And there are questions also like, is AI destroying the employment market? It's actually not. We need to be upgraded with the AI. Like 60 years back, there was a different technology. Now we have to live with the AI. So whatever activities, so try to make use of AI. It's just like a tool, like how we have mobile phone. It's just like that. So make use of it efficiently. That will save a lot of your time. And I recommend whenever you use AI, try to double check it, because AI is 100% not accurate. In the AI platforms itself, the disclaimer will be there that it is not 100% accurate. Please double check. So ensure that you double check if you are using AI. Master upward diplomacy. Whenever you feel something is wrong, don't try to point out the problems, rather than come out with the solutions. I always feel that 99% of problems has solution. 1% can be here and there, but moreover, any trouble, if we rightly implement, if we ask the people who knows about it, certainly we can come out with a solution. So instead of pointing out, try to come out with solutions. Nothing is going to be gained if we point out, but rather if we come out with solutions, you will be certainly recognized. Own what others avoid. For example, if XYZ person is trying to avoid or feeling shy to do that, be bold to take that. Whenever someone is keeping that, that is the right time where you can showcase your performance. Try to take that challenge and try to achieve it. By doing the right strategy, you can win in that. Predict the company's future needs. For example, we are in Feb 2025. Analyze what will happen in July 2025 and for December 2025. Also, you can do for 2026. Think and analyze and come up with a proactive plan, and then submit this as a forecasting plan to the management. Certainly, they will be happy about this. Build an adaptive mindset. Whenever there is a new tool or a new process implemented, don't walk away. Try to accept this as a challenge so that they will feel that okay, you're confident enough of handling new things. Spot the invisible trends. Whenever you get to know some news or trends, try to analyze it. Just don't read the news, but try to analyze. Keep the information in your mind. Like for example, if in sales profile, if you go to a customer place and they might have read some economic, and you should know of at least the basic information of what that customer has read. So ensure that you know about the global trends and information for whichever profile you are in. Switch from execution to strategy mode. The same process which has been done for many years. Let us not do that. Let us execute into strategy. What are the changes can be brought? What are the implementation can be done? What are the innovations can be implemented in this scenario? Try to come up with strategic ideas for whatever profile you do into. Like for example, in sales, which topography can be implemented? What are the new products can be brought, or what are the new type of services we can implement in today's market? So come up with new strategic ideas. Try to be a strategic person rather than a person of an execution. Mentor upwards. Everyone should feel like a student. Any profile, be a CEO, CFO, everyone should feel like a student. Always be an hunger in terms of learning. So whichever profile you are into, try to learn some new thing each and every day. At least once in 2 days, learn some new things. It can be even a vocabulary of learning a word and how you can connect to the sentences while you communicate or you write in the email. Number 5, lead without a title. Titles are just for the organization like CEO, CFO, but what you are. Try to be a contributor towards the organization. Don't be just as an employee or to have a title. Try to be a contributor. More importantly, a valuable contributor. Create a win-win collaborations. Don't try to take the credit only for your own, but try to collaborate cross-functional and ensure that whatever credit you give, try to inform to your team also. And whenever you get mail, try to inform everyone that it is because of the team. So being humble will make you more recognized than being to yourself. So whenever you get some credit, ensure that you share it to the functions as well, the cross functions. Be the team's problem solver, not a problem reporter. Whenever there is a trouble, there are some employees who directly gets into the management and they will say that this and that has happened. Rather, try to be unique. Whenever you get some trouble, try to cover up and find out solutions and then propose to the management that you have got so and so problem, you have made this progression and you have resolved it. This will create a different impact. Even when someone is trying to point out, try to minimize that. We are not here to blame anyone or point out anyone, but try to come out with solution. This will create a visibility in front of the management. Own the team's moral. Always walk with the team. Being alone will not help anything, but if you are with the team, with the right people, right strategy, you can come up with robust ideas. Be proactive. Just imagine that you are the CEO of the organization. So if you are running the company, how much proactive you will be in the organization. Ensure that you put all your efforts towards the organization so that your performance will be visible in the management. Be known for something unique. Like for example, if there are like 10 people in the crowd, showcase your individual performance. Like for example, it can be some technical skills or crisis management or industry trends. So you should be updated with certain techniques or knowledge and showcase your unique talent in front of other people. This will create a mass visibility in front of the management. So by implementing these 5 square techniques, there are more chances that you can showcase your massive performance in front of the organization. What you're doing throughout the day, if it does not go recognized, you can use these techniques. Being efficient towards the organization is very important, and whatever you do, it should be a win-win situation. You should also grow, company also grow. So when you do certain things, it's not wrong to show off. Whatever performance you do, you need to show off. If you don't show off, definitely it goes unrecognized, and during performance appraisal, it will not go value. So you should be show off. Show off in the sense in terms of positive way. Show off whatever you are doing, whatever performance, whatever efficiency, whatever sales targets, whatever the targets been assigned to your department. Try to show off, but make it more presentable. Always remember, number plays a lot. So even humans can lie, but the machines will never lie. So whatever you do, try to document it, particularly by email. Keeping most crucial people in the emails. I hope by implementing this, you can be much more recognized in the organization. If you're watching this video for first time, please do subscribe and click all and kindly share it to your friends. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.